Hello, everyone. Quant, especially lately, has had numerous examples of, hey, there's this particular company and they're connected to the Quant network and they're using the Overledger for API stacks, for example, or as of lately, AI. And, there's so much more than just CBDCs. Well, this is another example that I thought I would bring to you guys because I want you to understand that the guys who you never heard about, they matter just as much as the big institutional players. Let's get into this example and why it is so key for your understanding moving forward in this journey of QNT and why you hold it. Smash that like if you haven't done so already. Let's get into the material. Who is Pipedream? Is it QNT? Just a pipe dream? Well, no, but Pipedream, that's the name of this company. I found some key things that blew me away. And at the end of the outline, there's a particular person that you're going to be like, wow, this did age well. So, again, we're going to jump into the material. Check this out. Pipedream. Starting things off, let's take you over to Pipedream. You can go over to pipedream.com is the name of the site. And plain as day, you see some familiar terminology, to say the least. And like it says, connect APIs, AI databases, and more. Well, Pipedream is the fastest way, according to them, to build powerful applications that connect all of the services in your stack with code level control when you need it. And look at this highlight: no code when you don't. Now I get it. Some people that will click off of this video will be like, yeah, it's never going to mention Quant. The heck it won't. It will. Stay the course. Not going to be a long video. But like it says, trusted by 1 million plus developers from startups to Fortune 500 companies. And, let's face it, even some familiar names here. Warner Brothers, my goodness. Logitech. I used to have a Logitech mouse. I'm actually using a Logitech headset as we speak. LinkedIn, I use it for a lot of my research and on, right? But, when you see some of this, in my opinion, it is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to your understanding of what Quant Network is truly connected to. 10 billion plus events processed, 1 million plus developers, 5,000 plus pre-built components from idea to production in minutes. Pipedream is the fastest way to automate any process that connects APIs. And like it says, you can do various different coding, whereas Python, some of these other ones. But again, think about some of this stuff. Integrate 2,200 plus APIs in seconds, one click, built-in services, build fast, even with AI. Let me say what you want. Go back to my salience deep dive recently and understand the bigger picture when it comes to AI and Quant, right? Quant's so much bigger than we even realize. It says loved by 1 million plus users. We kind of get the gist. There's pricing, right? They even have some of these, the free one, the basic, the advanced, $49. And if anything, there's even the business ones, right? For a person's particular needs. But when you go over to this far right about the pricing for Pipeline, it mentions some key things like unlimited premium apps, AI assisted development. And, it makes you wonder, it's like, interesting to see some of this, and especially on the left where it says active workflows and integrate any API into your app. Yeah, any API into your app. Interesting. As I got further into this, I thought I would take you over to here. And, if anything, here's your reward for even staying 4 minutes. And what do you have basically here? Well, here's your first boil it, mash it, stick it in the stew moment. Because this is yet another example of what, everybody? The integration of Overledger. Yeah, it says integrate the Overledger API with the UK government vehicle Enquiry API. Interesting to see this. Set up the Overledger API trigger to run a workflow which integrates with the UK government vehicle Enquiry API. Pipedream's integration platform allows you to integrate Overledger and UK Gov Vehicle Enquiry API remarkably fast, free for developers. And again, you see some key players here, right? And just like it was with, Make and Zapier, you can set up these account events. You can do all this stuff. Again, everybody, what happens when we get more and more and more examples of this? Again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. As I get further down into this, I want you to understand, like it says, the overview of Overledger. Plain as day, the Overledger API by Quant Network allows developers to interact with multiple blockchain networks. How so? Just in case you're new. Because Quant is blockchain agnostic, it sits above, over all those other blockchains. Hence why it's called the Overledger. It facilitates creation, reading, and execution of smart contracts and transactions across multiple or different blockchains. The API simplifies the complex nature of blockchain interoperability, enabling multi-chain applications, which are called maps, through a single gateway. And you can see how this is broken down. Does it use code of the Overledger with this particular one from Pipedream? The answer is yes. Boom. You see it right there. Okay. So it says connect to Overledger and run. And again, interesting to see the whole thing about the UK government, because even with this statement, it says the UK government vehicle Enquiry API provides access to key vehicle data, allowing users to retrieve information about vehicles make, model, color, fuel type, CO2 emissions, and more by inputting a registration number. Think about this, guys. When we talk about that registration number, go back to my other video where I was talking about QRC 721 and those NFTs. NFTs are going to end up being things like your registration numbers. And this is going to require a little sliver of QNT to make that happen. Are you on the course of owning at least one full QNT? Not financial advice, but you got to look at it from a bigger picture. Look at BTC, for example. Do most people own a full BTC? No, they do not. What happens when we get to the point where people can't even afford to buy or hold, or both, I should say, a full QNT? It's a ticking time bomb. But it says leveraging this API with Pipedream opens up a realm of possibilities for automating tasks related to vehicle management, compliance checks, data aggregation for businesses in the automotive industry for public sector uses. That's why, if anything, you saw in the thumbnail this whole thing of automobiles. I try to give you guys little clues, but you see this. And again, UK Gov Vehicle Inquiry API. Okay, that's big. And then more importantly, the whole thing of connecting to what we saw earlier in regards to what? Overledger. Yeah, Overledger. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a quick demo. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it gets really, too super involved, might bore you. But again, you can see the excitement about this for this particular gentleman because it's the workflow, okay? I'm going to play just a little bit of this. We'll come right back. Here we go.
Hey everyone, my name is Previn, and today I'm going to give you a quick demo of Pipedream. First, I'll build and deploy a simple service in less than a minute that generates a unique endpoint URL and echoes back data when I make an HTTP request in production. Next, I'll show you how to use any NPM package and pre-built actions on Pipedream. I'll pull some test data from the Pokemon API and summarize it using OpenAI.
All right, I didn't want to play more than a minute of it because it gets really, let's face it, techie, and, don't want to lose you guys. But with that said, it's the workflow, it's the trigger events, that demo, think about it. An API trigger event connecting through the Overledger, and it does require a certain amount of QNT. That is utility in motion any way you want to dice it. QNT going to 0. Please. All right, sorry. Moving along, we're going to get into this next part because I want to show you some key things in that regard. And more importantly, it's sometimes like taking things a little further, okay? So, this is a great example, right? Well, basically speaking, I want to share where this company actually started. As you can see on a simple Google search, as of May of 2022, Pipedream had raised 22 million in funding. Pipedream, as we know, is a company that connects different apps and has benefited from the growing popularity of APIs and software as a service apps. Pipedream's platform allows a single technical user to create and maintain the same level of integrations as a team of 10. Integrations can be worked on collaboratively and hosted in the cloud. Think about that. Team of 10. All right. Start multiplying that. Again, tip of the iceberg here, people. That's the thing I want to share with you. All right, jump into the next part. I'm not going to make this a super long video. This is for, I guess, the fans that just want the quick one. And, you know, I'll do my deep dives when I choose to do so, and I'll do quick ones like this when I choose to do so as well. If you were to go over to pixeljets.com/blog, you will see, if you type in Zapier, it will come up with like things like Pipedream. This particular gentleman, who is Anthony Sedashian, posted this a while back. And again, people weren't aware of this stuff, but he says he tested out Zapier, Make.com, and Pipedream.com from a developer perspective. I want to share this perspective with you because it's really crucial for you to get it. You got to get it, okay? So here's the thing, okay? A few videos back, we did that example of that one British guy sharing the whole thing of that AI example. To me, that even pounds home everything you just saw in that brief little demo, okay? Because the guy was using AI to help develop some of this, you know, for it can talk to each other or talk to the Pipedream particular example. Think about with Overledger, even with Salience, allowing what? That orchestration of tech stacks, right? Finding the right data, not just data in general, and allowing scalability. Quant is so much bigger than we could all fathom. If you haven't seen that video, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. That's okay. Check that out. Really, really crucial. Okay. But back on topic because of this guy. I'll just get right to the highlight. He says a few days ago, right? He took his own deep dive in integrating his program called Scrape Ninja with web scrapers into Zapier, Pipedream, and even Make. Now, I showed you guys the demos about Make and also Zapier, not until today. I'm going to show you Pipedream. But he says to better understand the situation or market situation among low code and no code automation platforms, he wanted to do a simple job, extract some website data into JSON format from HTML. And like he says, this journey took longer than anticipated, and this write-up contains a summary of his conclusions and key takeaways. So he wrote something, you know, this year, right? Because, I mean, it shows that he made this profile, I guess, November 25th, 2022. So in May of 2024, in his report, he goes on to mention that even though he wrote that blog about Make, Zapier, and Pipedream, from his perspective, when exploring these awesome platforms, he was mostly interested in how, listen to this is hilarious to a sense, no code and low code products can enhance my life as a developer. Yeah, this guy, here's the point, everybody. This guy, sorry, it makes me chuckle. This guy, he's trying out, oh, let's try out the one from Zapier. Oh, let's try out the one from Make. Oh, let's try out the one from Pipedream. Probably not even realizing, nothing against this gentleman, right? They all connect to the darn Overledger. That's the key thing I want you guys to recognize moving forward. And how many other examples moving forward are we going to get further down the pipeline, if you will? That's the point. API everything. We are finally getting examples with evidence to support the research and to support the hypothesis. So hopefully you get it. And if you don't, that's okay. You know, we all have different ways of taking it in, but take it in. And if anything, understand that bigger picture. Most of my videos are not time sensitive videos. Go back, clicking on the videos section for this channel. A lot of you guys, you know, are subscribing. You only want to get that feed of, you know, what's coming out right in front of your eyes because of new video, and that's cool. I really appreciate it. But if you're really a true hardcore QNT fanatic and understand that this is the future generational wealth. This is the Microsoft of blockchain, for crying out loud. Go back to those videos. I've been covering QNT for almost 3 years now. So with that said, thanks for sticking around. If you listen to the whole outline, even though it's a short one, simply do me a favor and type this into the comments, and that is PD, as in Pipedream, and I'll know that you listened to the entire video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Know what you have, know why you hold it. The research trumps FUD, 110%. We'll see you on the next one.
If managing your crypto feels like solving a puzzle, it's time to switch to Decent Wallet. Say goodbye to complicated setups and hello to Decent Wallet, the hassle-free solution to your digital currency needs. With just a few taps, you can manage, track, and secure your crypto with unmatched ease. And here's the best part. Grab your Decent Wallet at a discounted price by using the referral link below. Don't miss out on making your crypto experience smoother and more secure.